Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, it is the Hodaki Big Show. No Mike, no Jase, though. Those lazy buggers are still on holiday, but don't worry, Keyzie's still here, manning the forge, and with help from Producer Pugs as well. More Best of the Big Show moments are on the way soon. We've actually got a packed hour because I've got a double pass to Alt J to give away soon. In fact, when you hear an Alt J song, give me a call on 0800 Hodaki. I'll take caller number 3, and that person will get a double pass to their show. They're playing in Auckland this coming Tuesday, actually, at Spakarena. All the details up at hodaki.co.nz at the gigs page there. It is a double a day to Alt J. How good. So remember, 0800 Hodaki when you hear an Alt J tune. Also at 4:30, Wage Against the Machine. Your chance to win some cash. So she's all go, folks. And when she's all go, you want the chilies there, making sure everything's okay. Breaking the Girl, Blistering the Sun up shortly from the Violent Femmes. The Killers as well. It is the Hodaki Big Show. Oh, shite. Where are you? What are you wearing? Text me on 3483.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Breaking the Girl. It is the Chili's on Radio Hodaki this Thursday afternoon with Keyzie. It is the Big Show. Jason Mike will be back Monday. In the meantime, more Best of moments, courtesy of Producer Pugs.
G'day, mate.
Pugs, what have you got for us to get started today?
Do you think you've got a celebrity lookalike?
Yep, the guy from Slumdog Millionaire. Dev Patel, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you're a bit of a Pedro Pascal.
See, I was going to bring that up, which meant the world to me.
Yeah,
and Jase had a similar moment on the show earlier in the year where he was recognised as a very, very famous A-lister.
I got a bit of a lift today when I was walking through the old Sky City there, fellas.
Oh, beautiful.
Got recognised.
Oh, because you park there, right?
Yeah, I park under Sky City there, and the old Hoodie J got recognised there.
Oh,
no.
really? What from? Was it
Pardon?
Late Night Big Breakfast?
No.
Hercules?
No.
Cut the man some eggs, wasn't that?
Was it that
No.
one where you did the old, what's it called when, impotence drugs?
No. Oh, yeah, no.
Anusol?
No.
Oh.
None of that stuff. None of my
Athlete's
colleagues.
foot?
I'll be honest, fellas, and I guess in some ways it's pretty humbling. I was sort of mistaken for Tom Cruise.
Ooh.
And, I can see why that happens.
Like the
Old
actor.
Tom Cruise.
Pardon?
Old Tom Cruise.
No, just Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder when he's got all the prosthetics on. He looks weird.
More sort of Maverick Tom Cruise, I think. You know what I mean? As Maverick.
Yeah. Not
yeah.
Top Gun, though, but Maverick.
But then, I had to sort of go, no, they were insistent. No,
Right.
definitely. You've got to be Tom Cruise. And I was like, no, please, believe me, I'd know if I was Tom Cruise.
Who was it? Who was the person?
Oh, just
Where was it?
Pardon?
Like where?
Just outside Sky City there. Just out in the, where there's like a little courtyard out the front of Sky City at the entrance
someone
there.
like working there or going in.
Oh, there's heaps of people on the hammer out there, right?
Yeah, people like to party there in the bus stop. In the bus stop there.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
for
awesome,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
And was it a she or a he?
It was a she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, far out.
What was her go?
Pardon?
What was her go?
What do you mean?
Well, what was her go? Like,
Jase, what was her go?
what would you say? Like she was, she had just come out from winning $100,000 from the casino, or she was on her way to a business meeting,
Oh, no, she had
or she was trying not to get run over by buses.
She had a shopping trolley. And a bit
Hang
of
on a minute. Did
She
it have
was shopping.
and a kind of wacky woolen hat.
Did she have groceries in the shopping trolley?
or a pillow?
No, it was sleeping stuff, I think. But but look,
And she thought you were Tom. Oh.
yeah, she totally thought I was, and a bit of a limp too. I don't know what was going on there, but
She wasn't drunk, was she?
but yeah, Tom Cruise, fellas?
All right, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Holy hell!
Well, I suppose we're the same sort of height as well.
As well as what?
Pardon?
You're
What do
saying the same height as well?
As well as other similarities.
You both got
yeah.
arms and legs.
And we both got lovely headed hair.
Does Tom Cruise have moobs?
Have you never seen Tom Cruise topless there, Keyzie?
No, I have.
Actually, Tom Cruise and I have very similar moves.
Oh yes.
The sort of flat moves that sort of spread over the chest.
Oh, yeah.
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 Like if you look at them side on, they don't look very attractive, but front on,
Tickety boo.
spectacular. But yeah, that gave me a bit of a fillip.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Don't examine that one too closely, but man.
Well, you know, you got to take a compliment.
Well, how many times has somebody said that you look like Tom Cruise?
Me?
Keyzie?
No, never, because I look nothing like it.
Yeah.
No, whereas I do sort of.
Oh, yeah, true. Yes, old Moobs, Hoyt and Big Nose Minogue. They'll be back on Monday, and we'll be back shortly with more Best of the Big Show. Don't forget, if you hear an old Jase song shortly, give us a call on 0800 Hodaki, and you can win a double pass to that concert, Spark Arena, this coming Tuesday. Blister in the Sun, the Violent Femmes now. The Killers up shortly on the Hodaki Big Show.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki. Radio Hodaki presents Alt J Live.
That's right, Old J, coming to New Zealand next week, Tuesday. They're playing Spark Arena in Auckland, and because we're nice people here at Hodaki, we've decided to do a double-a-day giveaway for Old J. Let's go to the lines, which lit up on 0800 Hodaki. Hodaki, who am I speaking with?
Hi, Clara.
Sorry, who was that? Clara?
Tamara.
Oh, g'day, mate. How are you this afternoon?
Good. I'm pretty stoked I got through.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, whereabouts are you based, mate?
Albany in the North Shore of Auckland.
Oh, hey, that's drivable to old Spark Arena, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Nice. And if you were to win some tickets, mate, who would you take with you?
I'd have to take my partner. We're a bit of a rockhead couple, so it'd be definitely cool.
Oh, nice. Couple of bogans. Love it. Nah, that certainly describes me and my partner as well. Well, I tell you what, mate, you've won that free double pass, all right?
Woohoo! Thank you so much.
No worries. You hold the line. Producer Pugs will sort you out. Have fun at the gig.
Thanks so much, mate. Have a good one.
You too. Oh, it makes my day giving away free stuff like that, especially to a true fan. Another double to give away tomorrow, folks, if you are feeling upset, and also Wage Against the Machine happening at 4:30. Get ready to call 0800 Hodaki. Here's the Killers.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. It's time to wage against the machine. Winning in the name of...
That's right, it's the easiest job you'll ever have, folks. Wage Against the Machine. Your chance to get paid daily. Twice daily, actually, on Radio Hodaki. 1 at 8:30 on the Hodaki Breakfast Show. Then again on the Hodaki Big Show with me, Keyzie. Let's go to the lines, see who's got through. Hayden, how are you this afternoon, mate?
Wow, got through. Hi, Keyzie.
G'day, Hayden. Where are you, mate?
I'm down in Rangiora, South Island.
Oh, Goon. Beautiful spot.
Oh, it's legendary. You marry your cousin here.
Love it. Might head down there later myself. Listen, Hayden, mate, the hourly wage today is $50. Could you do with some extra cash?
Oh, that'd be bloody awesome, wouldn't it?
It certainly would, mate. Do you know how the game works?
Sure do.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to mansplain it to you anyway, just because people are listening right now that might not. You're going to hop inside the machine, Hayden. You're going to hear hours go by, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. Say stop in order to pause the machine, and you take away the amount of cash you've earned for every hour you've stayed in there. However, at some point, the machine could sack you, and you could walk away with nothing. All right, Hayden?
No worries.
All right, and I'm going to put you in the machine now, and I'm going to need you to be really loud and clear with your stop, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to the machine.
1 hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours.
Hayden from Rangiora. Did you have a sort of an hour in mind that you were going to tap out?
I was going to go to 5 or 6, so didn't get there.
Yeah, sorry, Hayden. Yesterday it went to 8 hours as well, and then the day before that only 3. So, unfortunately, mate, no cash today. However, I'll chuck you on hold, and I believe Pugs has got a couple of movie tickets to hook you up with, all right?
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much.
No worries, Hayden. Thanks for listening, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It's only rock and roll, but god damn it, do I like it. It is the Rolling Stones on Radio Hodaki this Thursday afternoon with Keyzie. It is the Big Show. Jase and Mike aren't back until Monday, however, so myself and producer Pugs are doing another Best of the Big Show special. Pugs has just rolled in here in his hands. He's got his hands cupped. In that cup is another Best of the Big Show moment. Pugs, what have you got for us, mate?
This is a special one. We were challenging the AI frontier. We've been doing it for a few weeks now with our AI sitcom, different themes there, and it started off as two best mates living in an apartment together and their landlord. So I thought I'd revisit it and go back to the first ever episode.
And if you are anyone like, for example, my dad who'd be listening to this thinking, what the hell's AI? Chat GPT, it's a website where you can literally type in what you want. Pugs, you do it though, don't you? So what are you typing in?
So usually I'll come in and I'll get a prompt from everybody of what we want to do on the AI sitcom today. I'll type it in there, something like Jase, Mogi and Hoity are two best friends living in an apartment together, and then I'll say write a 60-second sitcom.
That's right.
And then all the themes for the episode, and then I'll produce that up, and that's how we get these episodes.
Come and knock on our door.
Come and knock on our door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers and his, three's company too. Come and dance on our floor.
Come and dance on our floor.
Take a step that is new.
Take a step that is new.
We've a lovable space that needs your face. Three's company too.
This scene is about two best friends named Hoity J and Mogi, and their annoying drunk landlord named Keyzie. The scene opens in Hoity J and Mogi's apartment. Hoity J is sitting on the couch, flipping through channels on TV, while Mogi is pacing back and forth.
There's nothing good on TV.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Oh, I'll get it.
Hey guys, you've got to help me. I'm lost.
Lost? Keyzie, you live right upstairs.
No, I don't. I'm lost.
Yeah, sure you are.
You, come with me. I need help.
Fine. Let's go.
Hoity J and Keyzie exit the apartment. A few moments later, Hoity J re-enters, shaking his head.
Oh, that guy is something else. He was trying to get into his own apartment.
That's Keyzie for you. Always entertaining, even when he's drunk.
Oh, I'll get it.
Hey guys, I need your help. I locked myself out.
Of course you did.
This is going to be a long night.
Wow.
Hit.
So good.
It's got hit written all over
Number
it.
one.
Yeah.
Absolutely it does.
Number one with a bullet.
I liked my acting. I think I've come a long way.
Yeah, if I had any criticisms.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, yeah?
But we can look at that a little bit further down the line.
Yeah, we'll get a robot to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of stole the show, actually.
Who?
Yeah,
Who
we're gonna
did?
star that
He
Keyzie character.
certainly pulled focus.
That's a bad thing?
Yeah, it's called upstaging, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is that when you're too good and you overshadow everyone
No,
else?
that's when it's either so poor that it's distracting for people, or you deliberately try and draw attention to yourself away from the principal actors.
Right.
Yeah.
What if your performance
It's
is just so
it's
charismatic?
It's like an extra overacting in the background of a scene.
Wow,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I wasn't an extra, I was a
Mugging
crucial-
like a fool.
I was
you
a
know?
crucial
Yeah.
character there. One of the
Yeah.
arguably-
But anyway, it's a good starting point.
Yeah.
I think if we can start casting around for the role of Keyzie,
Good
do a
luck.
casting call for that and see who we can find.
Mate, I absolutely carried those two bozos in that sitcom, and if they were here right now and not on holiday living it up, I'd be throwing out deduges left, right and centre. If you are missing the big show, good news, we will be back in full come Monday, and every show we've ever done is available wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search Hodaki Big Show, and hopefully you're away laughing. Audio Slave now doesn't remind me more best of the big show to come.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
It's almost 5 o'clock, folks. When we return, more best of the big show, including an HR incident involving myself and Producer Pugs and our first ever away trip, a shared hotel room. You'll find out more shortly. Don't even know why I'm playing this, actually. Also got some Alice in Chains on the way, Queens of the Stone Age, and some Coldplay too, so make sure you stick around.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Yes, g'day. Welcome along to the Hodaki Big Show. Just more of a medium show today yet again. Jason Mike still on holiday, still won't be back till Monday. Still absolutely knackered after doing 3 hours of talking a day. feel sorry for those guys. Don't worry, Keyzie's still here, and Producer Pugs, who's got plenty more best of the Big Show moments for you coming up next, involving an HR situation, me and him in a hotel room. Don't worry about it too much. You'll find out in due course. It's not really a big deal. Also got some good tunes on the way. Alice in Chains, Queens of the Stone Age as well, and of course some She-Hards. Give me a text on 3483. Let me know where you are, what you're up to, what you're wearing. Plenty of BK vouchers to give away. What do you got to lose? Enjoy. Man in the Box, Alice in Chains. It is the Hodaki Big Show.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Alice in Chains on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie, Jason, Mike back Monday. In the meantime, Producer Pugs is in here with another best of the Big Show moment. Pugs, what have you got for us this time, mate?
Yeah, look, I've had a chat to HR and they've actually given me the all clear to play this next best bit on air because it was a sensitive case for a little while there after our trip to Mustardom for the Golden Cheers. You and I obviously shared a hotel together. Don't have to get into any of it right now, but we'll let the audio piece speak for itself.
Oh, God.
Bit of a special treat. We've got old Pugs in the studio with us who, well, as it turns out, had the misfortune of having to...
Whoa, Keyzie.
To share a room with old Keyzie there last night. And Pugs,
Yeah.
I saw you this morning, mate, and I was just saying earlier in the show, you look traumatised, mate. You didn't look your normal chipper self, and bit of a rough night, was it?
I can imagine there'll be some trauma to surface later.
Yeah.
At the moment, it just feels like exhaustion.
Yeah.
Not a lot of sleep. Not a lot of sleep.
Well, can I just... I mean...
Hang on a minute. We're trying to create a safe space here for Pugs.
Right.
To be able to tell us what's happening. I mean, this is something that we've got to decide whether this is going to be officially sent through to the HR for them to get involved.
Well,
Keyzie's already told us a few things about what happened. He's made you watch Back to the Future, which you haven't seen before. He's then, as you're watching it, he's then spoken every single line of dialogue to completely ruin it. Then halfway through the film, just as you've said, you're enjoying it, he then changes the channel onto the rugby league, which you hate. Then you have to start to midnight watching that garbage. I mean, that's bad enough on its own, but from what we can understand, there was nudity involved.
Yeah.
There was suggestive language. At one point he got a pineapple ring and hung it off his old mate.
Wait,
there
hang on,
and said aloha, which I thought was not only culturally insensitive but absolutely filthy.
Well, no,
behaviour.
saying it out of context.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to bring up the nudity, but you were saying, Pugs, that he got his kid off as soon as he got in the room, and you weren't entirely comfortable with that. Keyzie, please.
If I can just clarify a couple of details there. Read Back to the Future, saying the lines.
Yeah.
He didn't just say all the lines of the movie. He said them about 5 minutes before they were going to go on the screen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And read the NRL. It was tough for me. Because his team that he was hoping to win obviously didn't.
Right.
Effin
and Jeffin?
Well, can I just say I spent a lot of the night kind of cowering in the corner there. Didn't get a lot of sleep.
You were saying too there, Shucks, that you woke
His
up...
name's Pugs.
Shucks.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my God.
That's our old producer.
Yeah, geez, sorry, Pugs, a bit tired brain, but you were saying at about 2 you were woken up by what you thought was the aircon, but in fact it was Keyzie standing naked beside your bed there doing a bit of a helicopter.
The old propeller out.
Once again, out of context.
Hang on, we're asking Pugs
It's
about
about
this.
Pugs here, please, Keyzie.
You'll have plenty of time to give your side in front of the judge.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think I sensed something because I wasn't sleeping well at all, and it just confirmed the nightmare that I was already subconsciously having.
No, but remember, because...
Well, now, because what happened was, I understand, and stop me if I get this wrong, not you, Keyzie. Was that he had the propeller going there, and he's getting it up to about probably 45,000 RPM. That sort of wins. You do get a sense that something's not quite right. You open your eyes and there he is, and you said he had his sort of the final bites of the old cheeseburger from earlier on. He's munching away on that. He's dead-eyeing you. And then as soon as you open your eyes and look at him there, he says, "What are you up to?"
Yes, more best of the Big Show available wherever you get your podcasts from. Producer Pugs is putting them together daily. Also, best of the podcast outro as well. Pugs, I understand there's a part 2 to that clip. Is that right?
There sure is. We really got into the thick of it.
Right, so I don't know why I'm allowing this to happen, but we'll get into a couple of tunes and then we'll be back with part 2 of the made-up hotel yarn.
Sure, man. I'm sure HR would agree as well.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
I tell you what, nothing gets you fired up on a Thursday like some Coldplay. That is Yellow on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie. Jason and Mike are back Monday. We're doing a best of the Big Show special. Pugs is in here, and we've got part 2 of the hotel debacle. Pugs, how are you? How's our relationship on the back of this? Are we all good?
I would say so. I think, we can keep it professional as much as we can, and there shouldn't be any further issues. And, the Big Show's a good time, but you can't have the sunshine without the rain, and that's what this was, wasn't it?
Yeah, true that. What are you up to tonight, by the way? You want to hang out?
We've got a great mate, Pugs, our producer in the studio with us, who had the misfortune, it turns out, to have to share a room with Keyzie last night. And Mogi, this is way worse than I thought, mate. We started delving into it, and it just gets worse from here.
Yeah, it does. But honestly, you're not surprised, are you?
No, I'm not surprised. Well, I had kind of hoped that Keyzie would button it down a little bit, but it sounds like he went hell for leather.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't going hell for leather. That
Keyzie, please.
All right,
this
fine.
is about making sure that Pugsy's okay.
Look at him. He's fine. He's totally fine.
Hey, Pugs,
Whoa.
because we know that old Keyzie over there can get a bit handsy. He didn't actually, touch you or anything like that, did he?
Is this off air or on air?
Oh, just between us, mate.
Well, go ahead, Pugs. Say it, mate.
Well,
I
yeah,
just-
it's probably not appropriate.
I don't know. You're sitting right there, and
It's not probably not appropriate, but I think one of the things that isn't appropriate, you got the setup of your room there. You've got, from what I understand, there's 2 queen-size beds in there.
Yep.
Is that right? Yep. That you go to sleep, there's all the stuff going on. There's the old pineapple ring hanging off the end of it. There's the old propeller going at 1 billion miles an hour. Blowing the paperwork off the desk there, and sort of blowing Pugs' hair back a bit there, and then you finally drift off to sleep, and then you wake up and Keyzie's in your bed.
Well, no,
saying that he can't, finds it hard to sleep without a partner.
No, I pushed the beds together. That's not quite right. So I was technically still in my bed.
Yeah, I'd sort of found each time I woke up with each incident, the beds were sort of closer and closer together.
Yeah.
So obviously he had been standing there with the propeller going.
Yeah.
In the gap between them.
Yeah.
And then the next time I woke up, they were together.
Yeah, right.
You're also saying there, Pugs, that, after a really ratchet night's sleep, filled with nightmares and anxiety, that you woke up at one stage and Keyzie was on all fours, totally naked, rummaging through his suitcase there, and you said it was you at first couldn't make out what you were looking at.
What? No.
You thought that maybe the pineapple had. No, I won't say exactly what you said because I think that was pretty traumatic as well.
Well, it was sort of like I was waking up slowly because I could hear in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And then it kind of got louder and louder, and I was like, oh, somebody's having
no.
a coughing fit. But I was just staring directly into a black hole.
Yeah, and then, of course, when you go to leave this morning, and what do you find? The latch is across the door. You hit the door first, decide to go down for breakfast at 4 o'clock in the morning, open the latch,
that was
and Keyzie had hung up a do not disturb sign on the door handle on the outside of it. And, it just feels like he sort of had something planned.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he'd found one of the hotel pens because he's written "Do not dare." He'd written "dare" on there.
And also, but it was a joke though because I also put a pineapple ring on the doorknob as well. It was a joke. Like I was, and once again, if I feel like if I could justify all these things you're saying, if I was allowed to rebuttal, then we should be able to clear a lot of the stuff up.
Well, then, all right, then
okay.
Off you go.
Well, away you go.
Oh well, no, most of it up till now has been pretty accurate. So.
Help me.
Literally every show the Big Show's ever done is available wherever you get your podcasts, folks. So if you need to scratch that itch, go get amongst, search Hodaki Big Show. Don't know where to get podcasts from? I'd suggest iHeartRadio. It's also a bloody good place where you can stream Hodaki no matter where you are in the world. Here's some She-Hard, Beautiful Machine.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Blur. Girls and boys on Radio Hodaki, it is the big show with just Keyzie because Jase and Mike are lazy and they'll be back on Monday. Tell you who's not lazy, that's Producer Pugs. He's been deep in the big show archives, finding us some best bits. He's back again. Pugs, what have you got for us, mate?
You'll be pleased to hear the heat's off you this time, Keyzie. This time it's on Hoity J.
Right, okay.
He reckons he's this master of love, but every time we hear about his relationship, it's something he's cocked up. Like his wife's 40th, for example.
I've done it again, fellas. My God, I've done it again.
What are you doing?
I said I was going to go home and have a quiet one. It's my wife's 40th today.
You forgot.
40th what?
Birthday.
Oh.
How did you not remember that? Have you not planned anything?
Oh, my God.
Have you not planned anything?
No.
Right, and she's expecting... have you told her to keep the night free or anything?
Well, no, Keyzie. I completely forgot it was happening. I had no idea.
So does she think it's a surprise party or a surprise of some sort?
It will be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise.
But will
it
be a surprise given your track record, man?
No, I think there's a sort of there's a resignation to it now, Mogi, you know what I mean? And there's a sort of a sort of permeating sadness.
She's probably got something planned with Terry anyway.
Oh, Terry's bloody good like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's got a memory like a steel trap.
And seriously, thank God for Terry because, the anniversaries, the bloody birthdays, even with the kids, he's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll always forget the kids as well. And old Terry picks up the slack and makes sure everyone's looked after.
The thing with Terry is, it's like he actually cares.
Yeah. Yeah, totally, man. Totally. And the kids love him.
You know
the
Terry.
Kids love him.
You know Terry. Is
Yes.
he still just your wife's personal trainer or...
Yeah.
Just,
Yes, he is.
that's a key role, man.
Just on that, Mogi, by the way, I can't tell you how many times, I've come home from work, and he's gone, Jase, over here, mate. And he's handed me a present and said, it's the little one's birthday today, mate.
Oh.
And every time, it's the perfect gift.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my kids will be opening it. What is it, Dad? What is it? And I'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I won't say that. I'll go, it's a surprise. And they'll go, oh, Dad, it's perfect. How did you know? And I was like, come on now. Come
Known
on.
you for years.
Yeah.
Who knows you better than your old dad,
Your
eh?
old man, eh?
Right. Yes, more best of the big show still to come as well. Producer Pugs still in the studio. Pugs, I think Jase is 42 now. That's the age he's claiming to be. If you had to look at him and say an age, though, what would you say? Like, pluck it out of the air, what would you say?
When's he back? Is he back Monday?
Monday, yeah.
Do you think he's listening?
No, he's an Aussie. He doesn't give a crap. What he can't do is fire up iHeartRadio on his smartphone and figure out how to tune in. So don't worry about that.
I don't want him to get Terry onto me, man.
Come on, what age do you reckon he is? Because I reckon if I had to choose an age, I would say 53.
I've got him on the phone right now.
I have you. Classic. Best of the big show still to come. Make sure you check out our podcast as well. In the meantime, Jimmy Eat World, it's the middle.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
That does it for the 5 o'clock hour here on the Hodaki Big Show, folks. More best of the big show coming up after 6. I've also got BK vouchers to give away, so why not text through what you're having for dinner, and we'll go through those and dish them out shortly. Plus, what's on tally with Mike Minogue. Even though Mike Minogue isn't here, how are we going to do that? You'll have to wait around and find out. Actually, no, it's pretty obvious. I'm going to do it solo and probably bring Pugs in from Studio B and we'll just do it together. Yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, it's going to be great.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
It is the big show, not at full strength though. 90% strength, I'm going to say, because Keyzie's still here and Mogi and Hoity J are still on holiday. They'll be back on Monday, and this is just another reminder that, if you do want to listen to the big show, go back and listen to literally every show we've ever done. They're all there, wherever you get your podcasts from. Search Hodaki Big Show. Not only that, we also have every single podcast outro we've ever done, which is exclusive podcast-only content. You won't have heard it on the radio. If you don't know what the hell a podcast is, get your phone out, go to the App Store, search for iHeartRadio, and then search for Hodaki Big Show. Everything is there. No music, no ads, nothing like that. Just top-notch or bottom-notch chat, depending on which way you look at it. Speaking of which, coming up shortly, more best of the big show and more big tunes. Fooey's and Aerosmith. We'll start things off with some Super Groove. Before I play it, though, keep those texts coming on 3483. Where are you? What are you having for dinner? And we're going to dish out some BK vouchers shortly.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, Aerosmith on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie, a tune called Love in an Elevator. And speaking of which, a man who's done that plenty of times, Producer Pugs. He's back in the studio. He's got more best of the Big Show for us. Pugs, lay it on us.
Oh, look, it's the school holidays at the moment, and might be a good time to have a sit-down chat with your kids about how they're going at school and what's coming up this term. Just like Hoity J had a little bit of an educational chat with one of his daughters on the show earlier in the year.
Had a real parental moment last night, Mogi.
Did you, mate?
My young daughter there.
Yeah.
Went into her bedroom and he was in tears.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I just put my noise-cancelling headphones on.
Yeah, well, I'd left my skull candies at the gym, so I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I turned up the TV as loud as I could, but in the end, because she was wailing.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, it was...
It's so annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was eating a burger and chips and stuff.
Trying to enjoy yourself.
Trying to enjoy them. Because my wife, of course, as you know, had gone out to a gig with my other daughter.
Heaven.
And I was like, finally, a bit of peace and quiet for big old Hoity J.
Big old.
And then... but anyway, so I go in there and she's in tears and she's beside herself. And Bub, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she said, I really suck at school. I'm really bad. I don't understand my lessons and, I don't know what's going on and yada, yada, yada. And it was one of those, and you'll be having a lot of these as the years go by. I see the front, Keyzie. A lot of these as the years go by. And they're parental moments where you need to stand up as a parent.
Etu.
You know what I mean? And so I said to her, what's going on? She said, well, the lessons, I don't get them. And, I just don't understand what's happening. And so I said, well, I was going to say, just work harder and all that sort of jazz. But in the end, I said, well, what you need to do is to cheat.
Yeah, well, she's not big on the hard work, eh?
No, she hates working hard.
Yeah, it doesn't tidy her room or nothing. You were saying off here that she gets that from your wife.
Jeez. So I
you did say that.
So I encourage you to get cheating. You know what I mean? I don't know about what you were like at school. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's the end result that matters, not how you got there.
Thank you.
Well, also you got to remember, I'm part.
It's the destination, not the journey.
Yeah, thank you. I'm the chairman of the school board, so I can get all the exams beforehand that she's going to have to sit. So it's going to be. And I said to her, look, don't worry about it. It's going to be a piece of piss.
Yeah.
All you need to do is remember the answers. And she was like, started crying. I don't know if I can remember. So I mean, I'll probably have to write it out for her and stuff. And in fact, I could probably do. But happy as Larry after that, mate. And I thought to myself, Jase, legend parent.
Father of the year, mate.
Legend parent.
Well, there's so many parents out there that would be too scared to do that.
To cheat.
So good on you. No, to guide your child to success.
By cheating.
Guiding your child to success.
Thank you, mate.
Now, what's important is that she comes out with the qualifications required to get a good job, to be able to get into university, all of which is a load of bollocks anyway. Bolos, as I call them. Bolos.
Yeah.
The most important thing is that, in her case, she just finds a partner with heaps of money. You know what I mean? Male or female.
Yeah.
And I don't say that specifically because she's a female. I say that for men as well. If you can bludge off somebody else and have to do no work for the rest of your life, that's living the dream, man.
Totally, mate. And what I also said to her, I said, look, if I can't get hold of the exams, there must be someone in your class that's a real bright box. Brain box that, I'm happy to pay for their homework or whatever for them to hand it over to you. You know what I mean?
Couldn't you just sit down with her and take her through things and help her understand it?
Oh no, kids, Keyzie with a plan.
From the sidelines.
If he's going to do that, when's Hoity J going to find time to sit down, eat his BK and chips, and watch a bit of telly?
Probably at any stage during the day before he comes to the big show.
And actually, I was massively filthy about that because by the time I got back, because I actually had to say to her in the end, look, I've got a burger running here, so can we cut this short? Don't worry about it. We'll sort it out.
We're having a Whopper.
Pardon?
We're having a Whopper. The Big Show will be back in full Monday, folks. In the meantime, every show we've ever done available wherever you get your podcasts from. And all this week, Producer Pugs has not only done some best of poddies, he's also done some best of the podcast outro poddies, which is confusing, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, your best bet is to go wherever you get your podcasts from. I recommend iHeartRadio. Search Hodaki Big Show, subscribe, like all that stuff, and wrap your ears around it.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It is the Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening. More of a medium show, actually. Just Keyzie. Mike and Jase are away, back on Monday. But just because they're away doesn't mean we're not going to do...
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Nice. You got good range, Pugs.
Note for note, baby.
Yeah. By the way, Producer Pugs in the studio, tagging in for Jase and Mike. Massive upgrade. Pugs, what did you watch on telly last night, fella?
Oh, man, you ever delve into the reality TV zone?
The only reality TV I watch is occasionally I'll watch something like The Block or Survivor,
Okay.
New Zealand Survivor.
Yeah, see, those actually present some decent real challenges for us humans. I've been delving into the real garbage, the Love is Blind on Netflix. Have you ever watched that?
I have seen other people watching it, and I know that it's about sort of two people, they can't see each other, and they've got to fall in love with each other's personalities and then pray that they aren't mingers afterwards.
That's exactly it. And then they meet and do see each other and check if they're mingers.
Yeah.
And then live the rest of their lives out until an actual wedding date in like 2 weeks or something like that. Now,
so they have to get married?
They do.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
so it's like this big build-up of like, is the relationship working out enough for them to both say yes at the wedding where their families and friends still go to?
Wow.
And it's televised.
Jeepers. Okay.
So it's juicy reality. It's not the type of thing you watch seriously. And it's also the worst human interactions between two people that are supposed to be in a romantic relationship I've ever seen on television.
Right, okay. So do you enjoy it, though, is the question?
It's like watching a car on fire. You can't look away.
But it's horrible.
It's horrible.
And you're tuning in every night.
That's exactly it. How about yourself?
No, last night my wife spent because we had an agreement, we've got people staying with us tonight. So yesterday we spent the day and evening sort of tidying up the house to pretend we live in a really spick and span place. I was doing it all day. She was doing it last night. So while she was doing that, I was playing PlayStation. I was playing a game called Hitman, trying to put a hit on this Colombian drug lord.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them, and then one of them I like coerced up to this cliff and then pushed him off the cliff, and then this other one I think I electrocuted her. It sounds terrible. I sound like a psycho.
Real interactive watching.
Yeah, and then the third guy, I got into his mansion and I'm dressed as a waiter, and I can see him and I would need to put the hit on him, but I ran out of gas and then went to bed.
Sounds like you got some stress from the day you really need to let out at the end of it, man.
Yeah.
Is everything all good?
No, it'll be all good once I go home and put some more hits out. That's sort of that's how I put up with being on the Big Show. So I tell you what, that was the best ever What's on Tally with Mike Minogue we've ever done.
Oh,
bloody good, Pugs. Upgrade,
you.
as I said. We're back again tomorrow, same time, folks.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Well, that does it for the Hodaki Big Show, folks. Back again tomorrow. Once again, it will just be me, Keyzie, with some more best of the Big Show moments. In the meantime, if you need to scratch that itch, though, search Hodaki Big Show wherever you get your podcasts from. Every show we've ever done is there for you. And also this entire week, Pugs, our producer, has put together not only best of the Big Show potties, but also best of the Big Show outro potties. So much content to sink your teeth into, although you kind of listen to our content, so maybe sink your ear into it instead. Anyway, I'm going to go home before I start making more terrible jokes like that one. See you tomorrow.